What? Oh, I forgot about that. What on earth's going on there? G'day people, I'm Monster Dad and welcome back to the Shattered Realm. So I've got my little living area sorted while I continue the build with the space station. Yeah, lovely. I noticed you cannot see the sun when you look through a window. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that, but the sun is pretty much directly above me. See, there's my shadow. So I should be looking straight at it, but you cannot see the sun. You see its reflection there, look, but you can't see it through a window. That's really weird. I'll go outside in a minute and we'll look at the sun and it'll be there. How weird's that? That fascinated me for minutes, that did. These little things, eh? Anyway, yeah, so this is this little room I built right in the centre of the station. This won't be my permanent living area. I just did this one. I just wanted to get some O2 in it and sort myself out. Let's get a helmet on. I keep forgetting they open automatically and I always press it and end up closing it behind it before I've even walked through it. Probably a good idea to put my jetpack on, otherwise I'm probably going to die of fall damage. Die of fall damage in space. Can that even happen? I think it can. I nearly did last time. I started playing around with the side of this thing. On these little square sides here, I decided to add these heavy windows and this little bubble kind of thing. I did the same on the other side, and I think what the plan is, I'm going to have a little walkway coming from that centre area over there, and just to get to there. Now I am going to be using the heavy windows in this build, and I am going to be putting heavy windows around. At the moment I'm just doing kind of solid walls at the moment, but that will change. Yeah, so it's coming along. I'm going to carry on with the build a little bit later, but first thing I want to do, I'm out of silicon. Have I got them on me? No. I tried to make 100 of those heavy windows. My goodness, they're just so expensive in silicon. It's like 15 silicon ingots for one piece of heavy window. I only managed to make about 80, I think, before I ran out of silicon. So I need to go down to the moon and get some silicon. That's what I want to do today. First, anyway. So what do we do? I don't need the CV. We can take the SV. I am going to change the SV as well, even though the Mantis is one of my favourite of my designs. It's an incredibly useful piece of kit. It's I've got everything I need. I didn't bring any food. Oh, it should be okay. Yeah, so an incredibly useful craft, all purpose. But it's just not the right style for the Golan Consortium, so I'm kind of trying to work on an idea for another one. There's a meteor. There you go. Do you see that meteor just flying down there? Another one there. Oh, another one there. And another one there. And another one. And another one. Oh, there's loads of them. Good, because I need to find a silicon meteorite. Let's go to that first one there. Yeah, I always thought, until a few days ago, that the meteorites just kind of spawned on the surface. But I was wrong. When I discovered that, when I was sitting like in my SV like this, flying through, it was one of the planets, I can't remember which planet it was, and the meteorite flew right past the ship. What have we got here? Magnesium. I don't need magnesium. There's a wreck over there, and I've sort of taken that apart already. But beyond that is one of those oxygen depots, and they're unarmed, very easy to take out, and it looks like it's regened. But what I'm thinking of doing is with the vehicle I'm going to spawn in, I'm going to take that apart as well because I need the blocks for building. And I could even take this part as well. Yeah, it was green because I put my core in it and left it private by accident, so I remember to put it back to public so other people can raid it for the stuff I didn't get from it. Okay, silicon first and foremost, that's what I want to locate. Hopefully one of these will be a silicon meteorite. Taxid silicon. Perfect. Okay, well, we might as well just land here. Seems like as good a spot as any to me. I put a landing gear on top of the Mantis. It's just popped up. And yeah, for attaching to the bottom of that CV. So, oh, jetpack was on. Okay, so I'm done with the mining vessel that that has the, you know, the metal drill bits. I can't think, the tier 1 drills. We're moving on now. I'm going to bring in the Armadillo, but this time I've given it a makeover to try and give it the kind of color scheme I want to use with these builds. So I've called it the Albino Armadillo. But first of all, let's just get something that we can actually spawn this bad boy on. Now it is a bit thirsty on juice, the Armadillo. Come on, why aren't you going up? But it's a pretty nifty vehicle, even if I do say so myself. So I designed this during the recent Ultimate Iron Man competition. I needed a mining vessel that mined fast and that could defend itself, could kill local predators, because some of the more tough predators, and could also take down the tougher drones. So I put a rocket launcher on the top and minigun either side of it. Excuse me. On the front here we have 4 of the laser mining drills, but I also put a multi-tool as well. So this is pretty much an all-round vessel, this one, all-round vehicle. I can even take these 3 little thin strips away and put a grinder there if I need to. So it's not so much a drill ship, it's more of a tool ship built for hostile environments. So yeah, let's go test it and see how it performs. So first of all, let's get some power in this. I don't know how much I'm going to need. I know I can take most of it back out again, but I'm still at that phase where I'm worried about wasting fuel. Now, oh, I didn't bring O2 bottles with me. Darn it. Oh well. I've got emergency O2 with me, so it should be fine. I think I put oxygen in this. I can't remember now. I didn't bring any ammo for it because I don't expect to get too much trouble with this. What I need to do first though is I wonder if I didn't configure it in the creative when I went in and redid the colors for it. Because I can't leave all of these things on, and if I press turrets, all of them come on, and the fuel consumption just it just drains. What else do I want? Drills. That would be useful. I'll just do that for the moment because I'm not going to. Oh, do you know what? It's hardly worth it, is it? Because I'm going to take it apart as soon as I'm finished down here. Let's turn that bad boy off. Let's make sure they're inactive. They are. That's fine. Okay, let's take this apart. Weapons are retracted. Really? Let me just go through and activate these. Oh, it's activated all of them. As long as I haven't activated that one, that's fine. Activate one, you activate them all. Never knew that. So it should whip through this pretty fast. And then what I can also do, because it has the tool turret on it, I can go over to that crashed vessel and I can take that apart as well. I can, if my core is still in it, I can set it to private and take all the full blocks. If my core isn't in it, I guess I could put one in, or I could just take the resources from it. And then what I'm also probably going to do is go to that auction depot, raid that again, and multi-tool that down to the ground with this as well. So yeah, it's a handy bit of kit, this. Really, really handy, and it can defend itself, which is good. If it had ammo, which it doesn't. Come on, get through it. Okay, well I'm going to take this apart, and I'll see you when I'm done. Later. I just brought you back for a moment, because I'm glad looking from the cockpit view. Look at that. What a view. It really is a beautiful game, isn't it? Anyway, I'll crack on getting through this asteroid. I'll get back to you in a moment. Later. Okay, welcome back. We had a server restart in the middle of that, so I had to find another silicon meteorite. But I've got a ton of it. An absolute ton of it. Almost 3 stacks of ore, which is good. Right, well I'm going to quickly take out this auction depot, and then I'm going to multi-tool this down to the ground. Asteroids everywhere, look. Asteroids everywhere. I usually come in my CV and take that window out and take the spawner out that's up there, but you know what? We should be good. I believe there's a spawner at the end of this hall as well. Guess I'll have to do it the hard way. Turn the light on. No, just a bit too late. Take that. No, I want your food. Oh, typical. So the core's just in there, if you didn't know. Go on, show yourself. No food on any of them. What? Oh, I forgot about that. What on earth's going on there? Because they regen every 3 hours or so, so they're obviously regen with rocks in them. If you didn't know about the auction depot, don't flick that switch. It blows up all the fuel tanks and some explosive blocks on the landing pad up top. Oh, I've got the space for all this stuff. Should have. Okay. I don't know why I'm doing that. I could just simply open it now, couldn't I? Now I can't put my own core in this place because it's a regen place. I'm not doing a very good show at this, am I? I'm not interested in the coffee. Oh, that's what I wanted. Some snacks. Now there is one guy possibly spawned up top. Let's go see. In fact, let me just chuck my drone up there and see if he's up there. I don't want to be greeted by a shotgun Xerox. I'm already halfway down on my health. No, he didn't spawn. That's okay. Okay, so there's not a lot more loot in here. I'm not really interested in any more boosts. All that. Shame I can't put my core in it and take these medical stuff, but unfortunately I can't. I think there is another hidden loot container somewhere. But to be honest, I'm not that interested in the loot. I'm more interested in the blocks. How did that get damaged? Oh, stray minigun shell. Okay, so let's power this. We'll put the drills away. Now I think that will close all 4 of them. Yes, it has. Okay. Let's get our multi-turret active. Get a bit of height. Oh, floating rocks. Spanj watches this one. That's what's occurring. That should be a decent spot. Now this is interfered a little bit with the hitboxes with the drills. So in fact I can't take whole blocks, can I? All I can do is just take it apart for the stuff. So I'm going to take this apart and I'll back. Yeah, so once you get to that sort of level angle there and that sort of angle there, the hitboxes of the drills does interfere a little bit with the multi-tool, but you know, I think it's a small price to pay. It's a pretty handy bit of kit, this vehicle, but I'll pause it there and I'll get back to you when I'm done. Later. Welcome back. Yeah, I've fed up taking that apart now. So I think I'm pretty much done here now. What did I get anyway? Have a look. Let's have a look. See. Oh, is that all the glass plate I got? I've got a few full blocks as well. Not as big a score as I would have liked, but you know, time permitting and all. Now where on earth did I leave my ship? It's just over this way somewhere. Whee! Probably a good idea to have a look. Oh, there. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to get back to there. I shall take this HV apart, box it up, throw all the full blocks back into the factory ready for the next time I need it. Same with the spawn pad as well. So that's pretty much how I'm mining now, how I'm resource gathering. And it seems to work so far. Fairly happy with it. I haven't had any problems as such doing that yet, and it seems to be gathering enough. So it's working. If it works, don't try and fix it. I guess that's what they say, isn't it? Okay, so I'm going to cut there and I'll see you again in just a moment. Later. Welcome back. So I've taken all those apart, stuck them in the factory. There's whole blocks, so they're both done again already. Ready to go. I just want to go and collect my water. That's another reason I forgot to mention when I was giving you the reasons why I decided to put my orbital base by the moon and by the planet. Is also this moon's a snow moon, so I can put water generators on it as well, which I did. So I'm just going to go and see what water's been generated. Should be a ton because it's been ticking away off whilst I haven't been on as well. And yeah, what was I going to say? Lovely. Might as well fill them up again. Yeah, and coming down to this moon to collect my water every now and then is less expensive on fuel as well, and therefore power. So it kind of all makes sense. I mean, it seems like a logical place for me to start an orbital base. And the meteorites are so easy to spot on the moon. Obviously not from this distance, but they're easy to spot. Oh, there they all go. Falling, look. Okay, so where did I leave that space station? Oh, right there, look. Difficult to miss, really, isn't it? Cool. So I've got all the stuff I need to get going again. I do need to go and heal and eat. Do you know what? I might just stick the mantis on the bottom of this. Did I even put a floor on it? There you go. Power that bad boy down. So what do we get? Lots of goodies. Lots of goodies. That was loot from that auction depot. You don't get a huge amount of loot from that auction depot, but you know, it's still free stuff. It doesn't have any turrets. It's probably one of the easiest POIs ever to get into and get rid of and destroy. He says, take it with half his health down. Is my armor down to scratch or something? No, I medium armor, I guess. I just didn't do it very well. Turn the light off. So got some excuse me, magnesium. First, did I not put a med bay in here? Oh, I better rectify that, hadn't I? First of all, I want to rectify it. Some munchies. Some munchies. Yeah, I did have, when I put this room, a beautiful view of the moon, but I soon obliterated that when I started playing around with the sides of the base. I'm not going to have time, I don't think, to start building this now because I need to turn all that silicon into, well, partly into ingots, but I also need to make some more glass panels. I'm going to have to go out this way because I need to go to the CV, because that's where my med bay is. I can find my way out. Yeah, so it's difficult to see in this with the shade. Let me go to the. Oh, I guess there's no, the sun's that side, isn't it? So it's kind of sloping down that way. But as I said at the beginning of the episode, I'm not going to leave it this big, flat, white areas. I want to make use of those big, heavy windows because I think they look just so good in a build, whether it's a base or a CV. And I'm going to use them in my CV. I've got a good idea in my mind how I want the CV to be built, and I'm going to build that from scratch in the actual game. But it's going to be the same kind of design. Like the sleek with angles and things like that, because I think that's how it should be. This box here is just housing my core and my equipment, you know, the generators, etc. So that's why I just put that around there just for safekeeping. But yeah, so I think next episode what I'm going to do is continue this build. I'll prep all the stuff and get all my blocks ready, build a load more, probably another couple of thousand blocks I think I'm going to need for this, and start finishing the outer shell. Yeah, so what I do is angle it down like this. I'm going to kind of angle that down like that, and I'm going to have like a square, well, a rectangle area down the bottom here, which will be the hangar. And I'm thinking of having an entrance to the hangar both sides, this side and the other side. And then you can sort of fly in, park your SV in there, and then get a lift up to the other floors. And then, I mean, it's going to be a pretty big base, I guess, but I mean, we're going to lose a lot of space because of the angled walls, etc. But yeah, I think it's going to look pretty good. I'm looking forward to finishing it. But I'll start that on camera next time. In the meantime, I need to heal. Let's power that on. Did I put a sensor on this? Oh yeah, I did. That was forethought. Hurrah! Back to normal. I should probably use the repair bay in here and repair my armor as well. Do I have an armor locker in this? I'm pretty sure I do. Equipment. Armor locker. Put it left. Idiot. I can't repair if it's still in the arm locker, can I? I don't know if I can repair that tool any more than that. No, it's getting on its last legs, that drill. It's had a good amount of use, that's for sure. There. Back up to scratch. Okay. Alright, well, I'm going to call an episode there. Thank you again for following along on that one. Turn that lot off and get back to my pad. Woohoo! I like the way the sun comes through like that. See, you can't see the sun. You can see it outside, can we? Can't see it from windows. Very strange. Okay. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next episode when we continue the space station. I'm Monster Dad. Bye for now.